Imagine a dark corner of the internet where lines of code trade hands like contraband, where secret forums host discussions about machine learning models designed for everything from identity theft to mass misinformation. This might sound like the plot of a futuristic thriller, but the so-called AI black market is becoming alarmingly real. Developers around the world are cashing in on underground algorithms that break rules, breach privacy, and exploit vulnerabilities in ways legitimate companies wouldn't dare. If this peek into the hidden side of AI intrigues you, or terrifies you, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us dive into these controversial topics, shedding light on technologies most people would prefer stayed buried. Most of us experience AI through voice assistants, curated social media feeds, or recommendation engines that suggest which show we should watch next. These are mainstream examples that at least try to follow ethical standards and user consent. But behind closed doors, a parallel ecosystem is emerging, one that thrives on secrecy, anonymity, and profit at all costs. Think of it as a shadow economy, where illegal algorithms are developed and sold like digital contraband. Buyers range from hackers and cybercriminals to unscrupulous marketers looking for an edge. Instead of building a more convenient or efficient world, these underground networks are racing to create the most effective ways to scam, mislead, or outright harm unsuspecting victims. One reason these black market algorithms are so potent is that they take advantage of the same breakthroughs that fuel legitimate AI research. Over the past decade, machine learning has made dramatic leaps in areas like natural language processing, image recognition, and generative models. These breakthroughs are often open source, intended to accelerate scientific progress. But in the wrong hands, open source code can be a goldmine for criminals. Think of a generative text model that can craft believable phishing emails, or a voice cloning tool that mimics your boss's speech patterns to trick you into revealing sensitive information. The more realistic these outputs become, the easier it is to deceive unsuspecting targets. Counterfeiting is another area where underground algorithms thrive. Forged passports, driver's licenses, and even currency can be generated with uncanny precision when advanced image processing techniques are applied. Meanwhile, on social media, malicious bots driven by AI can swarm in to manipulate public opinion, spread disinformation, or artificially inflate follower counts. Skilled developers create entire AI armies, thousands of automated accounts that can debate political topics, run smear campaigns, or even orchestrate harassment. By blending in with authentic user behavior, these bot networks dodge detection until they've already caused serious damage. The implications for cybersecurity are immense. A single advanced malware can adapt in real time, learning from each failed attempt to penetrate a network's defenses. This evolutionary style of hacking, powered by AI, poses a nightmare for security experts who rely on predictable threat patterns to block attacks. Meanwhile, criminals have been experimenting with AI systems that guess passwords or encryption keys, refining their approaches faster than any human hacker could. These aren't amateurs toying with code for bragging rights. They're professional criminals investing in cutting-edge technology to maximize their gains. Yet it's not just about direct criminal exploits. There's also a brisk trade in unethical AI products that invade privacy on a massive scale. Some tools can scrape data from countless online sources, building detailed profiles on individuals without their knowledge or consent. Imagine software that doesn't just monitor your public posts, but also uses facial recognition to track every photo you appear in, cross-referencing that with geolocation data and leaked personal details. In the underground market, such tools might be sold to rogue private investigators, authoritarian regimes, or anyone willing to pay for a digital dossier on their enemies, competitors, or even unsuspecting romantic prospects. Regulators and law enforcement agencies face an uphill battle against this AI black market. International boundaries complicate matters. An advanced model that can evade spam filters or crack encrypted files might be coded in one country, tested in another, and sold in a third, all without the parties involved ever meeting in person. Many of these transactions happen in cryptocurrency, making them even harder to trace. And because AI research moves fast, there's a constant stream of new techniques to exploit. By the time legal frameworks catch up, criminals have often pivoted to the next big thing. On the flip side, there's a growing movement of ethical hackers and security researchers who keep tabs on these underground forums, sometimes going undercover to understand the latest threats. Their goal is to preempt attacks by refining defensive algorithms and sharing crucial intel with governments or private companies. In a sense, it's an arms race of code against code, ethical AI pitted against malicious AI. But while mainstream tech companies have big budgets and top-tier talent, the black market side often has the advantage of being unconstrained by laws or ethical guidelines. They can test methods that honest researchers would never dare attempt, all in pursuit of maximum chaos or maximum profit. What can ordinary people do to protect themselves? The first step is awareness. Recognize that AI can be harnessed for nefarious purposes just as easily as it can for good. Strengthen your personal security hygiene. Use strong, unique passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, and be suspicious of messages or calls that seem off, even if they sound like someone you know. Understand that not every social media account is operated by a real human being. In some corners of the internet, AI-powered sock puppets are the norm rather than the exception. Vigilance, combined with robust cybersecurity tools, is your best line of defense. And if you run a business or manage sensitive data, consider consulting with security experts who stay up to date on the latest AI-driven threats. At a higher level, policymakers and tech leaders are debating how to rein in these underground markets. Some advocate stricter regulations on AI research, limiting who can access powerful models or requiring background checks for advanced machine learning development. Others point out that innovation thrives on open exchange, and any attempt to lock down technology could stifle legitimate breakthroughs. That tension between openness and security isn't new. It dates back to the earliest days of the internet. Yet the stakes are higher now because AI can magnify both the benefits and the dangers of our digital world. If you're curious how the flip side of this conversation looks, check out our previous video, AI in the Dating Game. Can machines find you the perfect match? We explored how AI can enhance our lives in surprisingly personal ways, which is a stark contrast to the shadows we've discussed today. Both videos reveal just how powerful AI can be, for better or for worse. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the AI black market. It's a murky realm most people know little about, and we hope this glimpse underscores why understanding technology, good or bad, matters more than ever. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you next time as we continue unraveling the fascinating, sometimes unsettling, world of artificial intelligence.